Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me again. It's TeaRon. That's TeaRon, period. And it's another Tuesday, so we are doing another movie review, and I am here with...
It's me, y'all. Hey, everybody. It's Tiera Janee, and I'm excited to be back with my boy T in person, face to face. I can touch him, reach out and touch. Yes. And we are excited to bring you another review.
Yes. Now, I'm gonna save my voice, my chords.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna save my vocal cords.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you take the lead on this one because this is something that you came across.
It is.
First of all, how did you find this? Why did you find this?
Mm-hmm.
Let's discuss.
Yes.
I'm listening.
Yeah, so I'm excited to talk to you all today about a movie called Just Food.
I could be doing anything. Playing ball, hanging out with Jason, Ricky, Chris, whatever. But not me. Instead, I'm out with Maya. Don't get me wrong. Maya's cool. Good looking too. They were all good looking. Donna, Asher, Stephanie. All had nice figures. All were smart.
Are you even listening to me?
They just lacked something.
It's a short film, 20 minutes, and it showed up on my YouTube one day. The YouTube gods just dropped that right on into my algorithms, and here we are. So I felt as though it was there. The universe sent it to us, me, and then you, so us, and then also our viewers, our listeners. So I felt like we should review it. It's a black film, a short film. It is directed and written by Sean Hines. I hadn't seen anyone in the cast before, so these were all new faces for me. Didn't know anything about this film, so I thought it would be something fun that we could review.
Listen. Didn't know is an undertone.
Okay.
Like, I'm sorry, an understatement.
Oh, don't cut up. Don't cut up.
I'm not.
Okay.
Go ahead. Take us through
Yeah.
the synopsis of this.
All right, so here we go. Here's a synopsis of this film. So it's a young man infatuated with the idea of love faces genuine affection and falters out of fear. Now, he must choose between embracing maturity and pursuing true love or letting his fear cost him love forever. Thoughts? I'll keep going. All right, so it stars Marcus R. Smith, and Marcus is...
Not R.
I mean, it says R. You got to get some respect on the R.
Marcus R.
Because Marcus Smith, I mean, there's probably a zillion Marcus Smiths in the world. So, all right, Marcus R. Smith. He plays the main character, Thomas, and the film is written and shown from his perspective. So he narrates the entire story. It's a short film. And we see him on a date with a young lady named Maya. The story opens up with that, and we hear his thoughts. And throughout that, go ahead, T. Go ahead.
Speaking of hearing his
Oh,
thoughts, it's a short film.
Yes.
20-something minutes.
Uh-huh.
We hear his thoughts the whole time.
It's true.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Maya's cool. Good looking too. She's got a nice figure, right height, smart, yada, yada, yada. Maybe that was my problem.
He narrates the entire movie.
He does.
I hate that.
Do you?
Yes, that drove me up the wall.
Why is that?
It's just one of those things where it's like, yo, like
You just want him to shut up?
yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so same. I want him to shut up the whole time.
I feel like when you're narrating something, you have to have the voice for narration.
Mm-hmm. Well, on that note.
Look, the opening scene starts, right? And they are in there, and I was cracking up because I was like, okay, he was on the date with Maya.
Mm-hmm.
And I was laughing so much. I was like, yo, this can't be real. Because bruh was like, you know, oh, we're waiting on our waiter, our server or whatever, right? And then at some point Maya gets up to go to the restroom, and ain't nobody in there. Ain't nobody in the building.
It was exclusive. How do you not know that he didn't rent that out for their date?
It wasn't exclusive at no small little table like that.
Okay. Shady.
No.
Shady.
No.
Well, I will say what was annoying me by him, and we could just get right on into it because it is a short film.
Right.
But what was annoying me about him is that throughout the film, he's on his date with Maya, but he is going through all these different scenarios in his head while Maya is essentially on a date by herself, because really he's not interacting with her. She's talking to him. She's asking questions. Like, she's interested in him. She's trying to get to know him. She's telling him about herself. And the whole time he's in his head thinking about his friends. It's a Friday night. He's thinking about how he could be doing what they doing, hanging out with them. And he's basically ignoring this girl. And it annoyed me because I was like, why are you if you're not interested in her, then just don't be interested in her. Like, why are you ignoring this girl? He was so mean to her.
I got
So
really
mean.
annoyed because it was like, okay, well, it was two feelings actually. At first, when we start out, he's like, looking for a girl or whatever. He sees her, and he hits on her, right?
Specifically, he says, from the front, I just knew what was going on from behind her. That's what he said the first day he saw her.
Damn it.
I didn't even see her face.
Take your time, I got you.
All I saw were those smooth legs, not on high heels,
I'm coming.
thick thighs, wrapped in a pair of black dress pants.
But in the scene, she fully clothed. She basically got on a turtleneck,
They were at work.
full long.
He saw her at work.
He didn't see all of that because we didn't see it.
I didn't see it. I looked.
But
I looked.
So he hollers at the girl, and he starts to get bothered because when he spits his little game or whatever, she responds by
Showing interest.
she showed interest,
She showed interest.
and he was getting annoyed. Now at first I was like, bruh, if you don't, what do you want? Like, what do you want here? You hollered at somebody, they responded back in kind. It's giving like insecurities.
And it goes back to that theme of like fear of embracing love and also lack of maturity.
Yeah.
And so I didn't read the synopsis of the movie until after I watched it.
Of course.
And I was like, okay, now this makes sense, because I was so irritated by him because, like you said, he was pursuing her, and like she was like, okay, and she responded by showing interest, and it's like, now you're not interested in her.
Yeah, but this is when it became too much for me because she started showing up at the job. They worked in the same
They worked in the same building.
but she came to his floor. She's like, oh, we're going to lunch. And then I was like, okay, maybe he has the right to be bothered because he was going to get on the train to go home. And she pivoted and came back and got on the same train he was on to go home with him, which made him, I was like, okay, now she is doing a little too much.
But do you think that that was his perspective because he's coming from a place of fear of love, fear of maturity, fear of growing up?
No,
So
I
he's
think she was,
reading it
I
as
think
that.
she was crazy.
No, see, this is, okay. No. I felt like he was reading it as such. I felt like, yes, she was showing interest, and maybe she was like going a little hard because she was into him. But I think that the way he was viewing it and like being annoyed by that was because he's like, oh, now I gotta back off. Like, the chase is over. Like, there's no chase. And so that annoyed me a lot about this.
I can see that. Well, the only thing that annoyed me more than his back and forth itself was the scene that cut to him and his friends. Yeah.
Or just the friends, because it was Friday night.
First of all, we didn't need it. We only got 20 minutes.
Yeah.
We only got 20 minutes. We spent so much time with him and his friends, which he wasn't even there.
He was daydreaming about the friends while he was on his
pretty
date.
much saying like,
with Maya.
oh, I bet right now he's on the date and he's just thinking. Well, he's not thinking because he's talking the whole movie. But he's like, oh, I bet
thinking.
they're doing this. I bet they're doing that. I bet they're. And they were doing all of that, I guess. Oh, that annoyed, that dragged.
So you didn't appreciate the scenes with the friends?
No. No. Let me tell you something. This movie, because it's a short film, I don't want to be this guy, but this movie could have benefited from, and I hate this trope, but in black movies, there's always this concept of, there's always this phrase, right? The movie starts out, there's a crazy incident, and someone thinks they're being clever by showing like a climactic point. I think they even did it in like Friday.
Yeah.
I bet you wondered how I got here.
Yeah.
This short film could have benefited from that, and I hate that. But I was just like, you could have just gave us the thing, and then ran it back.
I will say, I agree with that. I appreciated seeing it from his perspective, though. Like, I know that he was annoying and we were irritated by him, but I liked the way that it didn't do that back and forth. Like, let me show you how I got here.
Yeah.
I see why you say that, but I kind of liked that it didn't because it kind of gave me like, okay, where are we going from here? Like, what is the end game gonna be? So I like that. I liked how toward the end we got to see a little humanity with him and his friends. When they met the different women that they were intrigued by, or the different.
Oh yeah, they were starting to settle down or get fall in love.
Yeah, but they didn't allow themselves to go that far because ego and all the different things. So I appreciated how we like pivoted to that. Although it was a short film, we got there fairly quickly. But I like that. I like that was shown. So I would probably say that was maybe my favorite part or my favorite thing about this movie was like them getting to the point where they're showing these men in these situations with these women, who, by the way, were all different shapes and sizes and colors, which I really appreciated, and I felt like that was intentional, so I'd like to see that. But they allowed the men to show a little vulnerability, even though they didn't go all the way because they didn't allow themselves to be involved with these women or like shoot they shot at these women because they were intimidated. So I think
They wanted to be hoes.
okay, I don't think it was that. I think they were afraid that like, okay, I met this woman.
They were all behaving like they were in their early 20s.
They were.
Everybody looked like they were over 35.
They were definitely over 35. And I think I looked it up. Or maybe I read it somewhere and they said that the main character was like 32. I mean, he had a full-on job.
They were up there.
They had like real life jobs. Like, yeah. Bills, jobs, insurance, 401ks, all things. What's your favorite part? Tell me.
My favorite part
Yes.
was, without a doubt, when it went off.
No. You can't say that. You can't say that. That's not okay.
I loved the ending because I was just like, oh, thank God this is over.
That is extreme.
I'm so serious.
That's an extreme
Like I said, I don't want to be that guy,
You're that guy.
but I'm that guy.
You're absolutely that guy. Mhm.
If it was up to me and I had to give it a rating,
Thank God. It is.
it is.
Oh.
It is actually.
Not solely.
Not solely. Maybe you'll balance this out,
Yes.
but I get it. It's a short film. You're trying to get your name out there. You're trying to do this. I believe when you're doing a short film, less is more. Focus on the storyline and tell it in a unique way. Give us unique visuals, and that's it. We don't need tangents. We don't need backstory. We don't need. I don't know. It's something about that just. So, I'm gonna give you my rating for it.
Go on, give it. Go on, give it. Let us know.
Or do you want to give yours?
No,
first?
go ahead. Go. We're gonna end on a high note. Go ahead.
If I had to rate it,
What you do?
is this me?
It's you.
This is me.
Right here.
I am going to have to give out the first ever
No.
Stacey Dash.
It's happening.
It's a Stacey Dash for me, dog. It didn't hold me. It didn't move me. I didn't feel good about it. And I just was waiting for it to be over. And it was just 20 minutes. I think that's the first time I had to drop one of those, but I'm not. I'd rather be honest with y'all than to, than to be fair or be like politically correct. It missed the mark for me. In fact, I was on the phone with someone. I was video chatting, and the person I was on the phone with is nosy because they were watching what I was watching through my glasses.
Wow.
Shady, very nosy.
Must have been a woman.
I took them off after that.
Had to have been a woman.
And
Men don't do that.
and after I was
See how you skip past
I was
that.
watching it, and they said to me, I might have to bleep this out, but they said to me, "Are you watching a movie?"
I'm gonna take over from here. I will say, I'm gonna give you a little something.
Okay.
There were parts of this film where the wigs weren't wigging, and it did make me think of some of those films that you were referencing that you will bleep out. because of the wigs. But you didn't ask for my rating, but I'm gonna give it anyway because Lord Jesus, I'm trying to bring it back up. I'm gonna have to give this one a Kevin Hart. I didn't dislike it. I did have to watch it twice. I will say that I did have to watch it twice because I just wanted to make sure I was getting what they were trying to give me. So it's one of those. It's short, so you can watch it twice, right? 20 minutes, easy. So I definitely did that.
You watched it twice?
I did. I absolutely did. Yeah, I did.
I don't know why anybody would put themselves through.
Listen, I wanted to do my due diligence. Okay. So I'm giving it a Kevin Hart. Like I said, I didn't dislike it. I actually like the idea of talking about men being immature and afraid of love and afraid to like kind of grow up and take that route without it being from a woman's perspective of like a woman bashing a man or saying men are this, men are that. Like I appreciated like him showing us just that without telling us just that. Like we could see through his interactions with Maya how childish he was. He was immature. He wasn't ready. He was wasting her time. We see that trope in a lot of black rom-coms, romantic comedies and things. So it was interesting and different to see it that way. So I appreciated that. I didn't mind the scenes with the friends. I didn't mind the scenes with the friends. I felt like it helped to drive home the story because not only is this guy childish and immature and wasting Maya's time,
all his friends
are also wasting women's time. Like, why are y'all like? Yeah, I won't spoil the movie because it's 20 minutes. Y'all can go watch it. Y'all can go watch it. Ignore TeaRon. Y'all can go watch it. But I'm giving it a Kevin Hart. I appreciated it. I did, and I didn't mind it. Yeah.
Well.
Yes.
With that being said, yes, child. I ain't gonna say too much else because I don't want to get in trouble.
Don't say nothing else. Just close us out.
You know me. You can find me. I'm TeaRon at TeaRon World on Instagram, at TeaRon with 2 underscores on TikTok, and of course you can follow Ubiquitous Blacks all over social media and get all the things. Tiera, where can they find you?
You can also find me on Instagram at it's Tiera Janee, ITS. At it's Tiera Janee. Not me losing my train of thought. At it's Tiera Janee.
Spell it out.
At ITSTIERAJANEE. You can also find me where you find him at all things Ubiquitous Blacks. And again, as we always say, please like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, 5-star reviews if you love us. If you don't, keep it to yourself. Also, again, please, suggestions, send them our way.
Yes,
we would love those. Yes.
Yes, please.
That way I don't have to rely on the algorithms anymore to send us things.
Yes, please.
And TeaRon can be mad at y'all, not me.
Peace, y'all. We out.
Bye, everybody. Gang, gang. Not you hated it. I knew you was going to hate it.